I can't be misogynistic because I used to lay in the bed with her fat ass. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there, you know. So I wasn't misogynistic when I was knocking her down. I wasn't misogynistic.
Just a rat, brother. You a rat. You don't give a damn about the black power community. This shit is fucking funny to you, Tahaka. You all on your show laughing, ha ha, hee ha ha, making fun. You horsehead bastard. You big-eyed horsehead bastard. You are an enemy to the black nation. You are an enemy. Fucking pig. Agent. Yeah, now I'm calling you an agent. For the first time. For the first time, I'm calling you an agent. I expect to be on your show tonight. I expect for you to have my name in your mouth, like you got a lot of men name in your mouth. What's that all about? That means you support the United States and its Constitution and all its legalities as a whole, nigga. You flying the American flag in your office.
I can't be misogynistic because I used to lay in the bed with her fat ass. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. You know, so I wasn't misogynistic when I was knocking her down. I wasn't misogynistic.
But you know what? Today, you got the right one. You keep calling Babu's name. Here's the thing, Tahaka. Here's the thing, my brother, black man, Moor. What kind of Moor are you? Are you a slave trader? Huh? Because we know that Moors was involved in the slave trade. Are you a slave trader? You sure talk about men a lot. You sure talk about Malik a lot. Do you have an infatuation with that man, brother? Is you something else? You're just a rat, brother. You're a rat. You don't give a damn about the black power community. This shit is fucking funny to you, Tahaka. You all on your show laughing, ha ha, hee ha ha, making fun. You horsehead bastard. You big-eyed horsehead bastard. You horsehead bastard. You big-eyed horsehead bastard.
I can't be misogynistic because I used to lay in the bed with her fat ass. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. You know, so I wasn't misogynistic when I was knocking her down. I wasn't.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. You a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number.
Are y'all with me? Are y'all in the building? Who in the building? Huh? It's gonna be a good night tonight. I know y'all was like, where Tahaka Bay at? Where he at? Well, press 7 if y'all can hear me. Do I sound all right first? Do I sound all right first? I need to know I sound all right first. I know y'all was like, where Tahaka Bay at? So what I wanted to do for y'all is allow y'all to go over there and see the goof show so I can respond with clarity. You know what I'm saying? This is how goofy this goofball is. Check how goofy he is. Somebody send me the video. This goofball says, yeah, we go live and we got almost 4,000 views. Dumb, they're coming from Morse World TV. They don't support you. They only want to see what's going on. See if you got something new. You's a goofball. You's a retard. I'm sorry, but I got to call a spade a spade. Do you know anything about social media and YouTube? The only reason the views are there is because my name, you dumb goofy. The Moorish World citizens are going over there to check on you and check on what you got to say about the man. That's all. Those the Moorish World TV citizens. They making sure that they get what you say so I can come back and bam, throw it under the bus. They don't support you, you goofball. You never had no views like that, you dumb. Don't be a goofball. Those my people. They my people, you goofy. So shut up. Now take class. You's a dunce. Don't hold this to my sheikdom tonight. Fam, we about to get busy tonight. Now, because y'all had a chance to go over there, right? I want to show you how retarded. I'm sorry if I got to say it like this. Let me try to find another way to do it. Let me try to find another way to do it. I apologize for anybody who take this the wrong way when I use the term retarded. So I'm going to change it up. This guy been dropped on his head as a baby. I'm telling you. He really think he got 4,000 supporters. He ain't even got 4,000 subscribers. But now you know, listen, this is for my people, right? Listen. I've been trying not to tell my story, but these dunce heads and bucket brain people, they got water on the brain. They got a head for a bucket and ain't nothing but water on the brain, right? Class in session, Miss Betty teaches. Let me explain something to y'all, family. Listen, family, I need y'all to thumbs up here. Man, shout out to M. Nugent, man. Shout out to my brother. I don't know if he in the building or not, but this is a class right here. Family, check this out. Check this out. I want everybody, because this is the beginning of the show and everybody watched the beginning. If y'all seen him call Tahaka Bay a snitch for something in 1991, press 7. Don't be afraid, because we're gonna hit that real quick. Press 7. He said, I'm a snitch, that I snitched on somebody, and then he showed a piece of paper. But this goofball can't read. The goofy can't read. Press 7, because we go. Listen, press 7. Y'all seen it? Y'all ready? Because we're going to wrap this. This is how dumb these people is, and this is why you should never follow these goofy balls. They are unintelligent, they are uneducated, and they goofy as ever. Watch this. They show the piece of paper, right? But they read one section that's really an embellishment, but we're going to get through that right now. Let's knock this out the park right now. Now, oh man, y'all going to have some fun tonight with this one. Look, this is how you do YouTube, social media with receipts, right? Now, family, he says, I snitched on somebody. Man, listen to me. Do anybody know I was born in 1973? How old was I in 1991 of February? How old? Anybody know? I was actually 17 years old when this happened. But now watch this. I'm going to show you why I do what I do. Watch this. Watch this real quick. I'm going to show you why I do what I do. That's right. I'm a horsehead bay. Watch this thunder on my neck like that horse got. I mean, watch this thunder I give them real quick. Now, here we go. Let's get busy, family. Let's get busy. I want y'all to learn something tonight, family, and teach it to your youngins. I mean, no, teach it to your youngins. Watch this. Teach this to your youngins, family. So here you go in 1991. Can y'all see it? Oh, we about to get busy now. Yes, sir. We about to get busy now. See what I'm saying? See, my life is an open book. I was trying to save this. I was trying to save this for my documentary. I was trying to save this for my book so I can help young people. But here we go. I'm going to give you a piece of it tonight. 1991. I'm accused of using a handgun in the commission of committing a crime. And I'm also accused of conspiracy to commit armed robbery. 1991. Here we go. Black Zion. I'm about to bust his head real quick. Now, here is the newspaper article. Let me read. Annapolis police has charged a third suspect in the connection with the series of armed robberies of West Street businesses from late February to early April. Adrian Alonzo Joyce, 26, I was 17, was charged Tuesday with 3 counts of armed robbery. Joyce was being held at the county detention center on unrelated charges. Bond has been set at $250,000. The man was charged in connection with holdup at Rixie's Pizza and Sub Shop, Sandwich Shop, and Paisano Pizza, both located on West Street. He was charged with holding up the manager at Paisano in the parking lot. 2 other men, George Brown Jr., 24, of the 100 block of Solomon's Island Road, and Billy Watkins, 39. Remember, I'm 17, of the 1800 block of Bowman Court, were charged April the 5th in connection with holdups at Jiffy Lube. Brown was also charged with robbing cleaning by rallies and the wood burner shop. Police, here we go. Police Dermot Hickey said there has been 6 similar holdups on West Street and arrested all but one. Let me blow it up for you. They arrested all but one suspect. We know who he is, he said, but we don't have enough evidence. Guess who the suspect is? Guess who the suspect is? The one suspect that they hadn't arrested was me. I was the last one to get arrested. So how am I telling? Hold up now. Hold up now. Hold up now. Are y'all still with me? Press 7. We're going to deal with this snitching thing real quick. And now we're going to go to the paperwork. If I'm the last one locked up, how am I telling? Goofies. Now, let's get to the paperwork. You know what I mean? This is how dumb these people is. These people are retarded, man. I'm sorry. They are retarded. They're going to try. Oh, because people sensitive about snitching. But listen, let me tell you something. I was a dumb 17-year-old following some dumb older people. Listen to this. Investigated involved, it resulted in the arrest of suspect. And, hold up, are y'all with me? Investigated resulted in the arrest of suspects. And Toronto Antonio Johnson was identified as also being involved in the robberies. He was what? Identified. This identification was made by co-defendants. Say it again with me. By co-defendants who indicated that Toronto Johnson assisted in the robberies and also obtained money from the robberies. Let me look at you in the face real quick. The co-defendants indicated I was home with mama. The co-defendant, this is how retarded, and y'all gonna follow these retarded people? Hold up, we're not finished reading yet. We're not finished reading yet. Y'all gonna follow these retarded people? These people can't even read, and they put it on the screen. They can't even read. Goofballs. Okay, let's get them again. Read again. The co-defendant's statement were corroborated by an independent witness statement. According to witness interviewed by this officer and Detective Brenda Higgs, Toronto admitted. A witness said that I admitted. Did you hear what I say? Did y'all hear what I say? According to a witness interviewed by this officer and Detective Brenda Higgs, Toronto Johnson admitted to them. Come on, man. Everybody know how the police do. That he was involved in the robberies at Rixey's and was able to give explicit details. So who is this witness I admitted this to? They trying to get a conviction. But then she says, whoever write this report, again, she come back to put the hammer on it, to put the hammer in it, put the nail in the coffin. It says, again, co-defendants implicated Toronto Johnson as being involved in all of these robberies described above. Huh? The co-defendants implicated, according to a witness interviewed. Who is this witness interviewed? But I give it to you a buck, though. I give it to you a buck. I took a plea. I took a plea after I found out that everybody on the case was going state. I was like, hey, give me that 10. Press 7 if y'all following me so far. This goofball had a nerve to put it on the screen as if can't nobody read. And this is how they play on the intelligence of our people. They expecting you to be dumb and emotional. And so he put that on the screen. He put that on the screen expecting you to be dumb and emotional. Oh, he's a snitch. You keep talking over and then read it. Read it, dummy. Read it, you goofball. Just read. But they banking on you to be a goofball like they are. And this is how they take advantage of our community. This is how they take advantage of our community. They're only banking on you to be slow. They're banking on you to be slow. This is how Malik gonna play you. This is how Babu gonna play you. This is how they all going to play you because they banking on you to be slow. And anybody that's watching this, you know what I mean? Anybody that's watching this, that's right. Hey, that's right. Let me do this. LOL. To all my soldiers in the background that's watching this, that just emailed me. I'm just going to LOL you. Hey, I'm knocking them out the box, General. Got a few generals in the background hollering at me. You know what I mean? Reading is fundamental. Hey, where's the teacher? Where's the teacher? Where's the teacher? Where's my teacher, Miss Betty? Miss Betty, tell them reading is fundamental. Where my teacher at? Miss Betty, please. Listen, we about to get into the show. This is the reason why I do what I do. Because I was manipulated, not really manipulated. I was a knucklehead. I ran with older brothers. And these older brothers who were supposed to hold it down, actually, I end up getting locked down. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I keep saying that these people are 50, 60 years old. They're setting up the young generation. This is why Ozone is in the situation that he's in right now, accused of something that I feel, he didn't do. But this is why. Y'all ready? Y'all ready now? Y'all warmed up? We just getting warmed up. All right. Now let's get it. Now, there is nothing. Now, this goofball don't want y'all to watch Moorish World TV. But we've been doing this for years. This is a Johnny come lately goofball. Now let's get right. Y'all ready? Let's get right. Y'all ready to get right? Let's get right. Now I'm about to show y'all something. You know what I mean? Let me show y'all something now. Because this is going to be a serious lesson for y'all. They're banking on you to act as if you are slow so they could take advantage of you and they can get you turned into the feds and turned into local government. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. And you think it's a game? It's not a game. Stop taking life for a joke. All of y'all that's in these formations, stop taking life for a joke. Don't be mad at Tahaka Bay. Just learn something tonight. There is no doubt that no one has answered back with Malik connection to these people right here. AJ has no history before his military claim. All right? You hear what I say? AJ, he has no history before his military claim. All right? All of these connected to Malik Zulu Shabazz. The guy next to AJ. The guy next to AJ. In fact, the guy beneath AJ. Marcial Salome. Nobody knows where he come from, but he's definitely one of them folks. The guy next to Marcial Salome. He writing letters to the FBI. Grandmaster J, working with the police with all of these marches. And Imam Akbar, nobody knows where he come from. And all of them have done some suspect stuff, and they come through Malik Zulu Shabazz endorsement. There is no denying that. There is no denying that. And we got deeper research, just like my brother talk about some of these people are from Nigeria. Them Nigerian agents, they be born and bred in other countries. They come over here and they do the dirt. We got a show coming up about that too. Press 7 if y'all want to see that show. Y'all want to see that research. We got one coming up about that too. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's right. We got one coming up there too. How these transplant Nigerians like Polite, like I'm not going to name a whole bunch of them, but I'm telling you, we got that show coming too. That's right. The research already done. I just be so busy right now. But tonight we're going to deal with two main characters. In fact, let's not even deal with AJ for real. We're going to deal with this newest gatekeeper named Babu. Now, as I told y'all many, many times, this is something that I told y'all many, many times. I said, normally I do not research people. The only reason I research people is when they come for me. In fact, I've never came for Babu. Babu is trying to build a YouTube channel acting as if he's trying to blend or build or defend the Black Power movement under the militia overtone. This is all Babu wants to do. He wants attention and recognition. He's too illiterate to build a true platform. So he wants to pivot off of me because I never did nothing to him. But because he went to pivot off of me, it gives me the ability to ask myself, why? I never said nothing about him. Why is he defending Malik so aggressively? Why? And so it only can be two things. They have the same interests. You hear what I say? It can only be two things. They have the same interests. Also, they want to use the momentum of Moorish World TV to build themselves. You see the first thing he said, I got 4,000 views. Thank you, everybody. But he's so goofy and slow that he don't realize that that's the Moorish World TV citizens. And when you put my name in it again, they're going to come back and check you out again. And when you do it again, they're going to check you out again. The moment you stop talking about me, nobody's going to watch you because you're a goofball and you're ignorant and you're illiterate. Read a book. Won't you do a show on a book? And you're gonna lose everybody. Now, here we go. Now, this is gonna be a good one. Now, if y'all happen to have to leave, I'm gonna tell you, come back and review it because this could save your life. Now, I got a question for you. Can anybody tell me? We're going to get to Babu in a minute. Can anybody tell me something relative to these two? Anything in relation to these two? We see two different people on two different sides of the country. I mean, of the globe, and nobody ever think like this. But I do have a brain and I do use it. Two of these people right here, Yasser Arafat was fighting for the cause of the Palestinian against the Israeli state, the European Jew. Dr. Khalid Muhammad spoke out against the European Jew in America, right? All right. Now, that's one thing that they have in common. That one was speaking out against the European Jew in America, Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Regardless if you agree with him or disagree with him or not, this is a point that I'm about to make real quick. And then you got Yasser Arafat, who spoke out against the Israeli Jew in the state of Israel on the Gaza Strip. I want you to pay close attention because lightning does strike twice. All right. Now, if you're paying attention, Dr. Khalid Muhammad, a black militant known for his harsh rhetoric about Jews and whites, died this morning, according to a spokesman for the new Black Panther Party. Minister and Dr. Khalid Muhammad has made transition to the ancestors, Malik Zulu Shabazz said at the news conference outside Wellstar Kennerstone Hospital, where Muhammad was taken early this week. He declined to reveal how the 53-year-old Muhammad died, saying only that it was a very serious and natural causes. The leader showed no prior signs of illness, Shabazz said. All right. Now, Brother Khalid Muhammad died of a brain aneurysm. Suddenly died of a brain aneurysm. Watch this. Pay close attention. Class is in session. Yasser Arafat died of a hemorrhagic stroke. I'm sorry if I messed it up. Intracerebral hemorrhage, also known as a cerebral bleed. Now, I can't pronounce this word, I'm telling you. Intraperitoneal bleed and hemorrhage. Just say a hemorrhage stroke, because I'm a brutalize that. I feel like Babu. Or a hemorrhagic stroke is a sudden bleeding into the tissue of the brain, into the vesicles, or into both. It is one kind of bleeding within the skull and one kind of stroke. Basically, a brain hemorrhage, they call it here, or aneurysm, and hemorrhage, they call it here. So let's start with Arafat. Who killed Arafat? 8 years since his death, Yasser Arafat still stirs up emotion from both sides of Israel-Palestine conflict. Those emotions are likely to go away, especially now that Al Jazeera have reported that an examination of his belongings commissioned by Al Jazeera TV and conducted by a highly respected Swiss scientific institute has confirmed that Arafat was poisoned with polonium. He was poisoned. A deadly radioactive substance that avoids detection unless one specifically looks for it. All right. Unless one specifically look for it.
Autopsy results. Then we get the toxicology test from the GBI, Georgia Bureau of Investigation. But we said we can't just let the GBI tell us what happened, because the GBI is connected to the FBI. We can take what they say. They may be credible, but still we have the people to be accountable. So the GBI had the blood and their test came back, and their test came back negative. But we got another set.
Negative for what? Again, it said if you don't know what to look for, it doesn't come up. You got to search for specifically that. Listen to this.
Of the same blood from the hospital. And we gave it, and we had another independent toxicologist we hired. And then we had one of Khalid Muhammad, supposedly his right-hand assistant in Atlanta. Someone he said, I trust 1,000,000%. And so she's supposed to take the blood from us and get it to the toxicologist.
You mean the attorney don't take the blood to the toxicologist? Somebody that he don't know, that he doesn't mention, takes the extra blood? Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. His trusted friend, ride or die, Malik Zulu Shabazz. Listen to this. Listen closely.
1,000,000%. And so she's supposed to take the blood from us and get it to the toxicologist who we hired and coming in and so forth. And what happens? We never saw her again.
You mean tell me, supposedly your leader, your teacher, you got the blood, but you give it to somebody. Listen how he named the somebody. Listen how he named the somebody. He doesn't even say who it is. It's like it's not even important. Listen to this. Listen to this. Y'all who are around these people, y'all better be careful. Now, you might don't like Tahaka Bay, all of y'all in the Black Power movement, but you better doggone sight be careful. Listen again.
Right-hand assistant in Atlanta. Someone he said, I trust 1,000,000%. And so she's supposed.
Someone, you are doing an interview. You don't know who that someone is. You've been around Dr. Khalid for how long? Listen one more time, family, just one more time. Because I'm trying to save those who are running with these crazies. You know what I'm saying? Assassins be hidden in plain sight.
And their test came back negative. But we got another set of the same blood from the hospital. And we gave it, and we had another independent toxicologist we hired. And then we had one of Khalid Muhammad, supposedly his right-hand assistant in Atlanta. Someone he said, I trust 1,000,000%. And so she's supposed to take the blood from us and get it to the toxicologist who we hired and coming in and so forth. And what happens? We never saw her again with that blood.
Now let's be clear. They are looking for a 80, almost 90-year-old lady, but they can't find this lady who took the blood for our beloved leader. Make it make sense. They are looking for Curl Ann, but they can't find this lady who was close to Dr. Khalid to find out what happened to the blood. Press 7 if you're still with me. They're running all around to find Curl Ann. But even then, they didn't think to go and find this lady. In fact, if you hired a toxicologist, why would you give the blood to anybody for that matter? Watch this. The assassins are hidden in plain sight. The assassins are hidden in plain sight. You hear what I say? Y'all playing games. You know what I'm saying? Y'all follow this mess if you want. Y'all follow this mess if you want. All of y'all that's in these liberation organizations, y'all follow this mess if you want to. You'll be sorry. I'm trying to help you. They don't want you to hear what I'm about to give you. They don't want you to hear this. They don't want you to logically break this down and try to put 2 and 2 together to get 4. They don't want you. This is why they say he's a woman beater. He's an agent. He's an FBI. He's a this. Okay. I hear what you're saying. And to the point, I keep telling y'all over and over, we will never find someone signing a paper saying that they're an agent or an informant. The only thing that we can do is connect the dots and make a responsible, intelligent decision. You hear what I said? Now, listen.
I mean, completely disappeared. That was strange, you know, because we're trying to do the double test on the blood. That was strange. We got the body up to New York.
You're going to give the blood to the beloved leader? To somebody? It's just a somebody that he trusted dearly? Who is that somebody? In fact, he writes almost 500, more than 500 page book and still don't mention that somebody. He still don't mention that somebody. This book is full of lies and embellishments. Nothing concrete. It's just jibber jabber fluff. That's all it is. Jibber jabber fluff. He doesn't mention that somebody. But he loved this man. That was his teacher. That was his teacher. That's how you treat your teacher? You for real? How you think he gonna treat you, you goofy fool? That's how he treat his teacher? Listen to this. Hold up. Yeah, we cooking tonight. We gonna cook tonight. We gonna cook tonight. Because this is ridiculous that we fall for these things. Now, if ingested, it is lethal. And an extremely small dose, a minuscule amount of the silver powder is sufficient to kill. British radiation experts say once polonium 210 enters the bloodstream, its deadly effects are nearly impossible to stop. Remember what the article had said about Dr. Khalid Muhammad. He died suddenly. He had no health problems. None. If ingested, you hear what I say? Y'all better wake up. Don't be mad at Tahaka Bay. Healthy brother? Did he eat right? Did he?
You know, Muhammad's a good looking man.
Body language.
Always. Muhammad never took a drink. He never smoked. Yet Muhammad had hypertension that ran in his family. Muhammad did have severe hypertension.
Now stop there for a minute. The reason why he say that is because a brain hemorrhage or an aneurysm sometimes, for all intents and purposes, is connected to hypertension and high blood pressure. So that is the easiest thing to say. But it doesn't make sense.
And that thing would be up there sometimes. 220 over 1, whatever, at different times. So, you know, we have to establish the records. At one point in time, I think Hashim Nzinga, it's recounted in my book, had took him to the doctor not too long before he passed, and the doctor said he was a walking time bomb. They wanted him to be on high blood pressure pills all the time. Muhammad didn't like high blood pressure pills.
He's freestyling this. My question made him freestyle. Christopher Foote, I'm taking that picture out. I didn't have time today. Christopher Foote, I'll be removing your picture. It was a joke. Christopher, I got Christopher in the FBI jacket. It was a joke. I'm taking that picture out.
For certain reasons. Okay, so
See, this is the art of watching body language, the nervousness, the rocking back and forth, and trying to figure out how to spit out something that will not incriminate him, but also be persuasive. Watch his body language.
I can't say that Muhammad was perfectly healthy. I can say that Muhammad had good habits about him. Like before the Million Youth March, he would like fast for like 10 days. He would like be going on long fasts. He wouldn't do nothing but drink. So he would get off, you know, he had good health habits.
Y'all hear how contradictory he is? What's up, MJ Gibbons? I want y'all to pay attention. Can everybody thumbs up and share this twice? Press 7 if you have shared this twice. We about to get heavy. The assassins are hidden in plain sight. And people have taken this stuff for a joke. But I'm going to help save your life tonight.
I think he suffered from stress. He certainly in the last 7 years of his life suffered from like a stress and frustration. He was constantly frustrated about the Nation of Islam situation.
Listen to him.
So I can't say he was in grade A health. I can't say he was in grade A health. I couldn't say he was in poor health. His diet.
This is all fluff.
We never ate much. We was never just big go to restaurant, big meal people.
So now we know that he has access to what Dr. Khalid Muhammad eats. Watch this.
Anyway, we was always doing something,
right,
but we didn't eat much. But when we ate, it was anything but the hog.
That's the European laugh. Watch the European, anything but the hog. That's the European laugh. But I'm the interviewer. Watch him. Watch the poop eating grin laugh. Watch it.
Yeah. I can't say that. I never saw him eat a lobster. I never saw him eat shellfish. But I mean, he loved him some fried chicken, and he was gonna eat him some meat. We just ate like anybody else, except eating the hog. And he wasn't gonna eat lobster or shrimp or nothing like that. But man, the brother just ate, man.
Right.
You know, he ate. I look at his life like this as we conclude, that his life ran its course. See, when you read what I'm going to give you, you see that this man had so many experiences.
Yeah, he changed the subject.
Did so much. He taught so many that at 53, he fulfilled lives up to 203. See what I'm saying? So I don't take him as being chastised. I say he came here and did what he was divinely appointed to do, and he, for divine reasons, was out of here.
Yeah. But look how fast he just, listen, family. How in the world are you so fast to just let something go? I would be reminiscing and trying to figure out and trying to wrap my mind around every time I talk about the subject, about my beloved leader or my beloved friend or my brother or my mother. I'll be trying to figure this thing out. He's trying to get away from the conversation. At the end of the day, let me show you something real quick. I want y'all to keep count. In the name of the beloved Dr. Khalid Muhammad, can y'all just do me a favor? This is one person that passed away that was close to Malik under suspicious circumstances. Can y'all type in DKM, number one? Type in DKM, because we want to put it on the record that under suspicious circumstances, Dr. Khalid Muhammad died, and there's a cover-up that has gone on and continues to go on. DKM for our brother, Dr. Khalid Muhammad. I got you. Speak to me, Dr. Khalid. Because we're going to do a part 2 on this too. We're going to use our research skills to really break this down. But I don't got all night. So what I got to do, I got to keep it moving. But I'm telling you, close to Malik, all right, there's going to be a problem. Let's deal with number 2. We got assassins in plain sight. All right. Let's deal with number 2. Another one who lost his life I don't even like do stories like this. Was our brother Steve Coakley. Our brother Steve Coakley called Malik an agent. Our brother Steve Coakley spoke out like no other. People called it the MLK conspiracy, where Steve Coakley first said that Jesse Jackson helped murder Dr. Martin Luther King. Steve Coakley was a problem. Now remember, before you go too far, what does that have to do with Malik Zulu Shabazz? Steve Coakley was a member of Unity. He used to rock with Unity Nations. In this picture, he's with a member of Unity Nation, and they were doing the one of them demonstrations that they was doing in '94. I forget what it was. But T. Prophet, Tony Martin was there. And this says that he was a member of Unity Nation. Anybody know who started Unity Nation? Do anybody know who started Unity Nation? Malik Zulu Shabazz started Unity Nation. Steve Coakley used to rock with Unity Nation. What does that have to do with anything? Because there was an attempt on Steve Coakley's life quite a few times. Anybody that associates with this guy and get too influential or disagree in that circle, I'm going to prove to you tonight what happens. Are y'all still with me? Miss Betty, is class in session? Are we all right? We all right? We're not going to get hype and crazy tonight. We're going to teach. We're going to connect the dots. Steve Coakley, one of our strongest brothers, right? Everybody around them, everybody around this guy will drop if they get too influential against the European, and not just any European, the European oppressor, or the Jewish establishment that has political and economic power. They, some kind of way, end up falling apart. It says in the months since, relations between the two groups appear have followed a more settled course. The Anti-Defamation League of Benin Barif, for example, which closely monitors such matters, report that there has been no serious incidents that would describe anti-Semitism in the Black community. Still, there remains a high degree of awareness among Jewish groups about how deeply anti-Semitic attitudes run among blacks in a city where race and politics is competent or virtually a debate. We still don't know whether the black political leadership will stand up against anti-Semitism next time, said Jonathan Levine, the Midwest Regional Director of American Jewish Committee here. We've got to begin to try to build personal relationships to ensure something like Steve Coakley don't happen again. That's what I was reading, my bad. This was after the death of Steve Coakley. We still don't know whether the black political leadership will stand up to anti-Semitism next time, said Jonathan Levine, the Midwest Regional Director of American Jewish Committee here. We got to begin to try to build personal relationship to ensure something like Steve Coakley don't happen again. Y'all see what's going on here? Just because one's screaming black power, they be working behind the scenes. Y'all can be mad. Some of y'all can be mad at Tahaka Bay at all you want. But I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to do the research. I'm going to share this stuff with you. You know what I'm saying? So another brother that goes down is our brother, Steve Coakley. Coakley did lectures like spying on the black community. Coakley often lectured on spies. I want to go over this real quick. Coakley often lectured on spies placed in the black community to monitor black people and how these spies had ties to corporate elite, such as the Rockefeller family. These spies were often in the form of social services organizations such as United Way or Urban League, said Coakley. And Malik of the New Black Panther Party, says Tahaka Bay. These organizations are nothing but spy organizations. Remember that I said that, and I'm going to show you something in a minute as we get towards the close of this tonight. These organizations, not the people, because you got people in the New Black Panther Party that are genuinely on the ground to fight for people, but the leadership are the spies, and they wrap themselves around the true people, and then they're protected to move freely about the country and spy and give information back. That's why I say these are informants. This is why I said they are informants. They're free to move about the country because they got a barrier or a layer of real people with them. You see what I'm saying? Real people join. You understand what I'm saying? The real people join. But the fake one use the real people as a buffer. And they just collect information until a situation like ozone happens. You hear what I say? Pay close attention, family. We in class tonight, family. They say Tahaka a snitch. Okay, I'm fighting for the people. I wonder what they said about Steve Coakley. Because I ain't saying nothing different than Steve Coakley. Anybody with me? Family, hold up. Let me ask you. Have anybody studied Steve Coakley? I'm not saying nothing different than Steve Coakley. Nothing. I'm just not around people like Malik Zulu Shabazz. I ain't saying nothing different than Steve Coakley. The people change. The organization may change, but it's the same principle that Steve Coakley talk about. So if you haven't studied Steve Coakley, please look him up, because I'm saying basically the same exact thing as Steve Coakley. It's just different players in the game today. That's it. Same thing, different players. I mean, since they can't refute Steve Coakley, and I'm waiting for them to refute me. Thank you, Miss Betty. Now listen, I really want y'all to study this video. This video can actually save your life. This is one of them get out videos. Get away from these people. Build your own thing so you can trust it. You follow me? They said that Steve Coakley someone says in this blog here that they spoke to Steve in 2012. He said he was doing better. Do not accept that he just passed away. There is more to this than what appears to be. No matter what, I'm grateful for Brother Stephen for all he has done. And this is from D. Shabazz. Now, somebody's saying that there's more to it. But the whole thing in a nutshell, we let our heroes fall to the wayside. We let our heroes fall to the wayside because we got someone that looked like us saying, well, they're giving mixed messages like Malik does. Well, no, he was sick. Well, he fasted. Well, he didn't eat pork, but he didn't eat that much. But listen, this is the manipulation that happens. Anybody need to pay attention? Anybody that don't pay attention, you need to pay attention. The way that manipulation is happening is they will say two opposites. Listen to this. They say two opposites. Malik says in the video, he used to fast for days. He didn't drink, he didn't smoke. But when we ate, boy, he loved fried chicken. Loved it. He fasted. He didn't drink. But he didn't really take care of himself. Y'all hear how this playing out? He says, go listen to the video. I just played it. And this is how manipulation happens. And he understands that it confuses the mind of one who is not using the critical thinking skills that we've been blessed with by the universal creator. And he's using it against those who don't think critically. Babu was doing the same thing in his little video too. He was doing the same thing in his video, but he's doing it just because he's goofy. He's not doing it intentionally. He's doing it because he got a brain of a piece of rice. Yeah, he's only doing it because he got a brain of a piece of rice. He don't understand that he's doing it. He don't understand that he's double talking. Like for instance, watch this. He looked at the video, right? I mean, he looked at the he read the charge paper and still said, I snitched on somebody. But then
following you, and your whole MO is beating up women. So don't call me talking about this man did that and this man did this, when Tahaka Bey himself is a domestic abuser. When Tahaka Bey himself has a conviction for robbing an old ass black woman.
Y'all hear what he just said? He said, I have a conviction for robbing an old ASS black woman. You see how this idiot tried to tug on somebody's heartstrings to follow him? But then he comes back and put the paperwork up there, as you can see, that it actually was for a pizza shop. And to be clear, let me be clear on this. And I'm not going to go in it because I got to save it for my I got to save it for my inspirational documentary about my life so I can help younger people. You feel what I'm saying? But listen to what he said. This is how he tried to play on the ignorance of people. And y'all should be ashamed to let him play on your ignorance like this if you follow him. Listen to him.
Woman. But you niggas still follow this nigga.
Listen.
But you niggas still follow this nigga. Ass black woman. An old ass black woman.
Let me be clear. In reality, I was far more revolutionary than you when I was unconscious at 17. Because unfortunately, in my ignorance, we went robbed Asian people who had infiltrated our community. You hear what I said? I'm not going to show the whole report today. We went and robbed Asian people who infiltrated our community. I was more conscious than you when I was unconscious. You went into the military to fight and kill for the same flag that you say I fly in my office. I went and robbed infiltrators in my community. Make it make sense. You say in your video, it was either to go to jail or go to the army. You chose the path of least resistance. You chose to sign up to kill people that never did nothing to you. In my ignorance, I followed some ignorant people, made my own dumb choices, and went after people in my community that wasn't supposed to be there. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If you read the whole paper, you'll see Ming Chung and all of them. Read the Ming Chung. I didn't sign up to go kill somebody who didn't do nothing to me. I didn't go rob the old black lady in my community as you said on camera. Would you apologize for that, you goofball? Sure you won't. Sure you won't. Sure you won't. Even in my ignorance, I was more revolutionary than you. Even in my ignorance. So I do what I do today so young brothers won't fall in the same trap I did by following old stupid fools as I did, just as you are. You hear what I say? That's right. I'm trying to help young people not to follow old goofy fools like you the same way I did. Brother, you got to go to the beginning of the video. I already spoke on it, brother. You late, Dre Amir. You got to go all the way back to the video. You can rewind it right now. I already spoke on it. He can't read. Go back to the beginning of the video, Dre. I already spoke on it. We way past that now. The evidence is there with receipts. It's there. It's already there. We got to keep it moving, brother. We got a lot more to cover. Now, let's get back to Steve Coakley. Now, as I said, Steve Coakley was a member of Unity Nation that Malik created. But Steve Coakley also passed away, surprisingly. Associated with Malik. So we got Dr. Khalid Muhammad. We got Steve Coakley. All right. Both of them, Malik Zulu Shabazz associates. All right. If y'all remember this debate right here with Cornel West, who's a good friend of Malik Zulu Shabazz, there was an article about this debate. And in this article, the author writes this: hopefully the presenters of the debate, February 21st, 2017, will consider this proposal. Hear this? In our inner circles, there has been talk that Malik Zulu Shabazz is an agent. See, y'all think I'm just saying this. This is not new. I figured it out lately. I figured it out later. This was suggested by the research of the late brother researcher Steve Coakley in his search on the death of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. Y'all with me? This is what Steve Coakley revealed. You can't find a lot of information what Steve Coakley actually said, though, but I'm going to find it. This was suggested by the research of the late brother researcher Steve Coakley in his research on the death of Dr. Khalid Muhammad. It's very ironic. Seems like brother Steve Coakley is speaking from the spirit world. In the video, he talks about brother Malik Shabazz, and what he feels to be negligence on the part of attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz in reference to the late minister Khalid Muhammad, and give names of the newspaper and date of an article where he says Malik was praised over minister Khalid Muhammad. The article is a part of evidence that the late brother Coakley used to cite brother Shabazz as an agent. I will publish that article here for your education. Now, I've heard about that article quite a few times. It's an article from a Jewish newspaper, a small Jewish, oh, my bad, excuse me. I'm working. I did that crap. I'm on my flow. So it's an article from a Washington, D.C. Newspaper. So I'm looking through all the archives where the Jewish periodical newspaper, like a city paper, it's like a small Jewish paper. You know what I'm saying? Where they praise Malik Zulu Shabazz as if congratulating him. You understand what I'm saying? As if congratulating him on the death, as if he had a hand in it. Y'all hear what they say? And this paper and all the videos that Steve Coakley put out are now, you can't find them. You can look all you want. It says the negligence of the late, and then they got the video link right here, right? And if you go to that link, the video is gone. The video is gone. Hold up. If you go to the link, the video is gone. So the video where Steve Coakley present the evidence vanishes. It's vanished. It's out of here. Gone. Now watch. All of these people associate with Malik. It becomes a wrap. Now, Steve Coakley, that's number 2, what we know so far. The last suspicious death is Hashim. His decline was so fast that you have to be suspicious. Press 7 if you're with me. Brother Hashim decline was so fast. And the threatening part about Hashim is that he had connection to these rappers. And having connection to these rappers give you connection to this money. And having connection to this money give you access to move freely and get the work done. You hear what I say? When you got access to money, you have access to move freely, to put protection around you. But if you already have a snake in your circle, there is no protection. That's like building a wall around you in a snake pit. I'm telling you, this is number 3 of suspicious, strange deaths associated with guess who? all his associations who had any type of influence and any type of power, they go down almost instantly. No long illnesses, none of that. Do y'all think that's suspicious? Am I reaching? See, dumb Babu, he gonna mess around and be a victim too, if he ain't careful. When you look at all of these people right here, they're literally controlled by Malik. Like, who would endorse a brother like Taco who can't even hold a gun and walk around with a stick claiming to be a revolutionary? Taco cannot possess a firearm, but he's the head of a group that express the Second Amendment. Now, if that ain't suspect, I don't know what is. What person that's just like me. I'm a convicted felon from 1991. What do I look like creating a militia? That ain't my lane. Doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense. And anybody that claim it does make sense, they have lost their everlasting mind. Taco walks around with a stick while everybody walking around with guns. Now you make that make sense. You make that make sense. And not only is he walking around with a stick, he's acting as if he's a freedom fighter with no gun, when the whole theme is about a gun. The freedom, the right to carry. Ain't that what it's about? Ain't that what it's about? Huh? Now, while we on Taco, why would Malik bring Taco in close? One thing we know, Babu says Huey P. Newton Gun Club stands firm with the support of Black Riders and Taco, the Wolverine. But anybody remember when Taco was taken in by them agents? Anybody remember Taco was taken in by them agents? Huh? When the feds was investigating the Black Riders, they pulled them on the parole thing. Come on, let's put it all together now. Let's put it all together now. Let's put it all together. When the parole agents came for Taco, the federal agents stepped in. Putting it all together now. Why would Malik endorse Taco? I mean, Taco can't even carry a weapon. If anything, he would be a big brother and say, brother, I appreciate you, bro, but we demonstrating the right to bear arms. But that ain't what he do. He endorses Taco. Follow me? He endorses Taco. You follow me? Now, if he's on parole, now they're going to say this is hot. But I got to call a spade a spade. If I was on parole, I ain't around nobody got no guns. I'm just not. Let me say it again. If I'm on parole, if I'm not on parole, I'm a felon. Now, I'll go with that. Go ahead with that. On videos, these people around on videos, they all over the internet posing. And then when you take the video and show it to the people and say this ridiculous, they say, "Oh, you snitching." No, you snitching on yourself. You on Vlad TV talking about what you're doing, taking pictures. Isn't it ironic that someone was taken up by a tribunal, found guilty by the tribunal, investigated by the feds, endorsed by Malik Zulu Shabazz? You can't make this up. How are you going to be mad at Tahaka Bay? You can't make this up. And y'all going to be around that? Y'all not going to critically think and see that there's a web of deception going on with the new Black Panther Party? We're going to get to Huey Pugh in a minute. Y'all can't see the web of deception? Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Because at the end of the day, it could come back and haunt you. It could come back to haunt you. You ain't got to like, you don't have to like the Grand Sheik. You can call me whatever you want. But I'm going to bang on you frauds for talking so slick until the thing just go click, click. I'm going to bang on you till I run out. Click, 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 and then I'm going to throw it at you. Because you frauds need to be shut down. I'm going to bang on you frauds till that thing can't go no more. They're going to go click, 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 and then I'm going to just throw it at you in your face. You fraud. You frauds. All of y'all selling our people out. Selling our people out. But there's a new Steve Coakley here. In the spirit of Steve Coakley. His name's Tahaka Bay. I'm going to throw you frauds under the bus. You can say all you want. No, nothing bother me. I've been called worse. I've been called snitch. I've been called worse. But you're going to get this work. You're going to get this work. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face right there for a minute. You feel what I'm saying? Look at that face for a minute. Take a look at it. Give me 1 second. Look at that face for a minute. As I pull something else up. Because y'all really need to wake up, family. If y'all running with this stuff, please. This is supposed, let me tell you something how this is supposed to work for real. If you don't believe me, let me show you how this is supposed to work. This is supposed to be a grassroots neighborhood thing where everybody know everybody. You're not supposed to join these people from across the country that you never met before, that you don't know, that you never experienced life with, that you never suffered the same trials with, that you never suffered the same oppression with. Freedom fighting should be a local thing. And you can connect on the national level later. But freedom fighting is a neighborhood thing. It's a city thing or a statewide thing. You don't freedom fight with somebody that lives in DC or Silver Spring. Let me talk to y'all for a minute because I got time. Just looked at my watch. I got time today. Listen to me. Most people like Malik, the sister from Sisters of the Underground, Lasidi, Babu, although he talk about he's from Oak Cliff, some of these people have not been in the pressure cooker. See, me, at 17, I was in the pressure cooker. You feel me? At 17, going on 18, I was in a pressure cooker. Before 17, I was running wild because that's what my environment that I thought was my environment had to offer me. So I seen all sorts of oppression. I seen, as I look back, how I walked into oppression or staged situation that meant me no good, meant my people no good, meant the neighborhood no good. Gave my mother a lot of heartache and pain. But see, these people have never experienced that. These people have had the ability, and shout out to y'all who have gotten your education and reached back. But there's a different type of pressure. There's a different type of woman. There's a different type of man that develops from the pressure cooker. Some people get in that pressure cooker and they go to college. They got to struggle to eat their meals. They got to struggle to pay their dorm or live in a dorm or pay their apartment rent. They got to struggle to pay for their books back in the day. That becomes their pressure cooker. But many of these people, they go to the service and everything is given to them. They have a little bit of anxiety if they got to go on the front line. But for the most part, they can't associate what goes on in Oak Cliff, Park Heights, Northeast DC, Southeast DC, Compton. They can't associate with that. But they come out with that little bit of military training. They wasn't nothing but a flunky in the military. But they can come out and put on a black suit. They can come on and go on the internet and make some patches. They can go and grab a .22 rifle, an AR, and start talking big boy stuff. Because they got little boy self-esteem. They got little girl self-esteem. But when they put on that black and they put on them boots, they talk rider stuff. They ain't never rode on nothing. These ain't nothing but marchers. These are marchers. That's all they are. And they ain't never been in the pressure cooker, so they cannot fight for liberation because they have yet to even liberate themselves. Most of them are addicted to drugs. Most of them are addicted to alcohol. Most of them are addicted to sex. Most of them are addicted to just doing nothing, loafing, watching the internet. So how in the heck they going to help liberate a people like me and you? They so ignorant that they cannot connect with somebody with a little bit of intelligence that might want to finance and help them because they know the financier would know that they're going to break the bag. They're going to wrap up the bag. They're going to mess the bag up. The financier is not invested in these goofies. The financier is never going to invest on these goofies because they know they're going to mess up the bag. These are nothing but slave holders. These are nothing but slave holders. They hold you for the slave owner. These are slave holders screaming black power, screaming liberation, screaming no justice, no peace. They're only holding you intellectually and emotionally for the slave holder. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. And for our intelligent brothers and sisters who made it, they look at y'all with disdain. They look down on y'all because y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. And they will never help you with a dime. That's why y'all ain't got nothing. That's why y'all haven't accomplished nothing. Because the people that could help you, they know you a joke. They know you a joke. They not giving their hard-earned wealth to you. For what? To get on the internet and call somebody a horsehead? Would 500 man make memes of horse heads and be a revolutionary? Look at this goofy madness, man. Somebody take this serious? Somebody really takes this serious. He think this was a great idea. He really think that was a great idea. He think that was a smart thing to do. What grown man thinks that's a smart thing to do? And he's going to lead a revolution too. I mean, seems like you speaking on the real ones too. That's not making sense, Dre. That's not making sense, brother. You got to be more, clarify what you're saying. Clarify what you're saying. It actually is funny. I love it. That's why I clipped it. Watch it. Let me see. Let me see. Where is that? Where he said the horse head, man. I like that one. You know what I mean? Let me see. Here you go, right here. It's baby right here.
Making fun, you horsehead bastard. Making fun, you horsehead bastard. Funny to you, Tahaka. You all on your show laughing, ha ha, hee hee, ha ha, making fun. You horsehead bastard. You head bastard. Horsehead bastard. Horsehead bastard. You big eye horsehead bastard. You horsehead bastard. You big eye horsehead bastard.
I can't be misogynistic because I used to lay in the bed with her fat ass.
The point that I'm trying to make is that who would take this guy serious is the point that I'm making. That's all I'm saying. Who would take your horse head by? He sound like he's real angry on the playground. Your mother. He don't know I'm gonna use it for my drop. You remember, I got the mortgage guy. He just gave me a drop. But listen, back to my point. Now listen. One of the things that I want to share with you is that these people are really not cut out for that. They really are not cut out for that. What they're doing is they're using their military training. They're using their connection. They say to Harker Bay, your horse head. They say to Davis to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson, you horse head. I'm going to remix that demonstration. You watch. Let me get some time this week. I'm going to remix that demonstration. I like that. Thank you, Babu. Anyway, with that being said, thank you, Babu. I mean, Babu Homo Lawi. It's all repeat my, yeah, that's a catchy one. Shit, I like that. But look, watch this. That's right. You don't hear about them allegations. You know what I mean? Watch, hold up though. Watch this. So I need to get to my point where I'm going with this, right? Because this one is going to really, we're going somewhere with it. We're actually going somewhere with it. We're going to walk it on home with this. All right. Let me see. Oh, I got to stop the screen share. Let me go back to my screen share. So let's walk it on home with this. So now, look at that. Look right there. As a young man, as an old man, or older man, what you see there is one who has taken the check. You hear me? What are you witnessing is one who took the check. And that one is Malik Zulu Shabazz. So when you see people like Babu defending Malik Zulu Shabazz, that only means he wants in. You hear what I say? That means he wants in. That's the bottom line. Hashim Nzinga, national chairman of the new Black Panther Party, died on September 9th. And it says after a long battle with stage 4 colon cancer. But I tell you what, the people tell it, they said it was pretty fast. But hey, who am I? All I know is that he was associated with Malik. But now, let's get here. Rifle-toting Huey P. Newton Gun Club delivers report on police shootings to feds. Let me be clear. I've never delivered a report to the feds, not on shootings. Now, I understand. Let me not mess this up now, because my brother, Balagoon, was a part of this formation. But let me explain something to you. I've never delivered a report to no Fed in my life, because I don't believe the only way you would deliver a report to the feds if you think they care. What makes you think that they care? Hold up. And hopes of raising awareness. I want you to follow me with this. Follow this thought with me real quick. In hopes of raising awareness of police brutality, two groups walked single file together through downtown Dallas Monday afternoon with rifles slung over their shoulders. The Huey P. Newton Gun Club would march down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard in August, and the Indigenous People Liberation Party stopped in front of Earl Cabell Federal Building. Why would you take your squadron in front of the federal building to get pictures taken? This is 2014. Why would you take your squad in front of a federal building to get pictures taken? As about 10 members stood in line on the sidewalk across the building entrance, 3 members went inside and attempted to hand the report directly to the U.S. Attorney Sarah Salata. Let me explain something to you. Why do I point this out? The reason that I point this out is because the only reason you are talking to them is either you're indirectly making yourself available for pictures, or you think they care about your freedom and liberation. Now, here we go. Remember I said Grandmaster Jay told everybody to get their guns and come out, and to get their guns and come out, they were to be targeted. Press 7 if you remember that. This is the same old soup warmed over. Remember I said when they come out with the guns, now they are being targeted. This situation here, they walk straight to the federal building. They walk straight to the federal building. This is the same old soup warmed over. You hear what I said? They walk straight to the federal building to let all of their members be exposed. What? Think about it. This is not a good move. I don't care who made the decision. This is not a good move. This is not a good move. I don't care who made the decision. You don't walk your whole squadron up to the federal building. And whoever is in charge, whether it's 1, 2, 3, or 4, somebody should have stepped in. But this is the early days of Huey P. Newton Gun Club. Now, y'all still signing up to join? Y'all still signing up to join? All right. Now, here we go. Soon, hold on. Another article comes out. Black marchers with guns. How the Huey P. Newton Gun Club got caught up in the Austin Regional Intelligence Center's snitching program. Hold up. Here's another article. Black marchers with guns. How the Huey P. Newton Gun Club got caught up in Austin Regional Intelligence Center's snitching program. They're on the radar. The only point I'm making with this article is that they put themselves on the radar and it was intentional. Now let's see what happened once they're on the radar. Let me say that once you're on the radar, the objective is, let me talk to you. Once you're on the radar, it appears to be that the objective is to pluck off the real ones. You hear what I say? Pluck off the threats. The ones, and what I mean by threats, the ones that has the potential to lead people, inspire people, or even cause a real revolution. So they bring everybody out on display. I don't know who idea it was. This is all theory. But let me show you something. In my theory, I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. Let me rewind first. When we look at things such as this here, we have to be careful because shout out to the real ones. If you are in Huey P. Newton and you are a real one, informant, listen to what he says though.
I mean, first and foremost, I don't even know anybody to inform to because I don't deal with any type of alphabet boys. I have no friends or nobody that I associate with that's
Listen.
an alphabet boy.
Hey, Cryptonomics. Listen to what he said. He don't associate with nobody, no friends or no nothing, right? Listen.
I mean, first and foremost, I don't even know anybody to inform to because I don't deal with any type of alphabet boys. I have no friends or nobody that I associate with that's an alphabet boy.
So you hear that? Cryptonomics. I need you to write in there, Tahaka Bay, bring receipts. I had to step away, so I got to bring receipts. They say he don't. Let me play it one more time.
Go. I mean, first and foremost, I don't even know anybody to inform to, because I don't deal with any type of alphabet boys.
That's enough. Let's go. That's enough. He don't deal with any alphabet boys. First of all, this is a brother from Huey P. Newton Gun Club who filled out an application for Big Shirley, and his name is Alvin R. Moore. When he filled out this for Big Shirley, everybody see that, press 7. All right, when he filled it out, if you can look real closely, it says that his occupation is law enforcement. All right, let me see if you can see it. If not, his occupation is law enforcement. Can y'all see it? His occupation is law enforcement. All right? His occupation is law enforcement. All right? Now, let me go back. His name is Alvin Moore Jr. He filled out this for Big Shirley. Mind you, now I got to give Big Shirley her props. Big Shirley denied him. She denied him. Hold up now. I ain't even calling her Big Shirley no more. She got a check for me. She denied him, but guess who picked him up? She denied him, but guess who picked him up? Say it with me now.
Friends or nobody that. I mean, first and foremost, I don't even know anybody to inform to, because I don't deal with any type of alphabet boys. I have no friends or nobody that I associate with that's an alphabet boy. You gotta excuse me, man. It's still hot in Texas. I just got in my ride.
You want some more? Babu say he don't have receipts. Okay. All right. Now. Okay. Okay. You want to play rough, huh? You want to go to war? I'll take you to war. You want to go to war, Homo Malawi? I'll take you to war. Let's go to war. Let's go to war. You want to go to war? I'll take you to war. I'll take you to war. Man, leave me alone, man. I'm the king of this YouTube. Ain't worrying about you dudes. Ain't nothing that you do to make me care. But I pray to Allah you don't take me there. Listen, you should have been watching my show. I got a new song that I don't play much no more. It says, I'm the king of this YouTube. Ain't worried about you dudes. Ain't nothing that you do to make me care. But I pray to Allah you don't take me there. I'm the type to pick up the mic. Let me stop, man. I pray to Allah you don't take me. And we just getting started. I'm going to end your career before you start. I'm going to end your career before you start. You hear me? I'm going to end your career before you start. I'm going to end your career before you start. Man, I'm going to end your career before it starts. Let me get to my files. I ain't going to play with you. You want to go to war? I take you to war. I take you to war. Let me get to my files. Y'all think it's a game. Now, y'all still with me? Because we ain't done. I have nothing against this brother. I have nothing against him being in law enforcement. That's his thing. But you see who right there with him? In the picture with him? It's all a circle there. Do y'all see who's in the picture with him? Who's there? Huh? It's all a game. And you are the pawns. And you are the pawns. He got a Black Panther patch on too. You are the pawns. Shout out to Sister Crystal Muhammad. Shout out to Sister Crystal Muhammad, I said. She turned them down. And guess who picked them up? Who picked them up? Am I yelling in y'all ear? Shout out to Sister Crystal Muhammad. And I said sister on this show. She ain't been bothering me anyway. I'm going to stop calling her Big Shirley. She ain't been bothering me. Huh? You want to play rough, right? You want to play rough? Okay. Okay. I reloaded. Okay. He wasn't no teacher when he was with this militia thing. I reloaded. Somebody say he's a teacher now. He's a teacher now. He wasn't no teacher then. And I'm reloaded. Do I got to reload? Do I got to reload? Huh? I'm the type to pick up the mic and sacrifice, all right? You the type to grab the mic and hope to get some likes. I used to pack that thing that go bang, bang, and boom. Let me reload real quick, man. Y'all think it's a game. Let me reload. Here we go. And you're not willing to hold up. In fact, let's do this different. Rewind. Let me do this different. Let me do this different real quick. Let me do this different. I'm going to do this real different today. Let me do this different. Family, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to change some of this stuff. The big brothers, and that has nothing to do with this. I'm telling you, I apologize if y'all picture showed up. I don't know who you are, but I will make sure that I take you off of it. I got it. Let me just finish my presentation. This is not against any brother who stepped out there to fight for real. Look at me in my face. I'm going to take some of these pictures down. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not for those innocent brothers who join these groups to fight for our people. This is not for them. This is for these people. You already know. I mean, but hold up. Let me finish what I'm doing real quick. I want to see if y'all can see this. I want to see if y'all can see this before I get started. I want to see if y'all can see this. That's all I want. I want to see if y'all can see this because they want receipts. Babu want receipts. He want receipts. So I want to make sure that y'all can read this before I get started. Okay. I'm going to read this to you. And if I got to go and download it off this slide so you can actually see it better, I will. All right? But it says, I'm going to go to the second line. Babu says to this person, peace, fam. Your willingness to disregard my orders on the issue and to continue to take sis, it says her name, in the field is not going to fly. I'm ordering other charters not to be affiliated with the DMV. And the fact that Sister P is an ex-felon puts everyone at risk. There is no longer DMV charter under my command. You need to change your patches, come up with your own design. If you come to Oklahoma, you will be no longer standing in solidarity with us. This is what he tells a brother, right? So the brother comes back and says to Babu, so you're chasing the pig, so you're choosing the pigs over me. So you're choosing the pigs over me then, Babu? You let this NIWGA come in and disrupt this organization, and her felony is from 20 years ago, but it's cool. You have to do, but it's cool. Do what you have to do, General. Let me break this down to you. The brother involved with a sister who has a felon from 20 years ago, like myself. Babu wants to remove the sister, but support Taco, but keeps the police officer in the gun club. Y'all hear what I say? So you're choosing the pigs over me then, Babu? Is this a receipt, yes or no? Is this a receipt? Is this a receipt? What's this? Is this a receipt? Huh? Is this a receipt? Yes or no? Press 7. Babu is choosing the police guy. I don't mean no harm. If I have to choose before the felon and the police, I'm choosing the felon all day, every day. It is what it is. If it's a choice, I got to choose the felon. That's just what it is. Now, hold up. Hold up. Babu says, I put myself on the line every time I bring a new member. Here we go. I put myself on the line every time I bring a new member. I'm not afraid of what people think of me. You're a grown woman. This is to the sister. You're a grown woman. I can't keep asking you the same thing. First GMJ and Talib, now it's this brother. It's always something. If an organization doesn't have discipline, then it has nothing. That man deserves a chance. That man deserves a chance. If he makes it, that's good. If not, that's on him. I don't care about no white wife. I'm not that guy. This is not about the white wife, though. The man deserves a chance. Watch this. Oh. Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Hold up. I'm tripping. I almost lost something. All right. Here we go. This is what the brother say to Babu. We both saw the picture of him in his police uniform by the car. Let me see if I can blow it up some more. Babu tried to cover for the police. But guess what the brother say to him? We both saw his police uniform by the police car. So what happened was Babu was trying to tell the guy, oh man, he's a correctional officer. He's a correctional officer. Listen to this. The brother says to Babu, we both saw the picture in his police uniform by the police car. So that's BS. And I'm not blind. His dad showed me the picture. They went to the guy's house. His dad showed me the picture of his uncle who works for the FBI. Cryptonomics, are you with me? Cassandra Park, are you with me? Swarthy Czar, are you with me?
Time ago. I mean, first and foremost, I don't even know anybody to inform to because I don't deal with any type of alphabet boys. I have no friends or nobody that I associate with that's an alphabet boy. You gotta excuse me, man. It's still hot.
Huh? We both saw his picture in the police uniform by the police car. So that's BS. And I'm not blind. His dad showed me the picture of his uncle who works for the FBI. I am not crazy or stupid. You all fall for the BS if you want to. That will fall back on you. This call is about a woman has happened before. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? He wanted receipts. Hey, Cryptonomics, I thought he said he wanted receipts. Hold on. He said he wanted receipts, Crip. Crip, he wanted receipts. He wanted receipts, Crip. Crip, he wanted receipts. He said, the brother said, I could care less. And this what Babu say, let it fall on me. I'm the one to deal with it. And the uncle in the FBI doesn't disqualify anyone from being in the movement. Read it for yourself. Hold up. Y'all think it's a game. Y'all think it's a game. All right. Y'all think it's a game. I know y'all do. Y'all want receipts. Now, Babu want receipts. That's what he want. Y'all want receipts. Now, Babu do. And y'all gonna play these games? Y'all gonna play these games? Let it fall on me. I'm the one that have to deal with it. And the uncle in the FBI doesn't disqualify anyone from being in the movement. I think you do care. You're a caring person. You don't need some time away. And have fun. Focus on your family. Time to enjoy the aspects of life besides the struggle. There's the police right there. Y'all join it if y'all want to. We ain't finished yet. We got about 15 more minutes. We got about 15 more minutes. Huh? What you playing with, man? Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I told you I'd sit down and let you talk your stuff. And don't think. And see, the problem with you weirdos, you feel as though that's all I got. No, I got the bag. I got the bag. I'm just giving you some crumbs right now. I'm just throwing you some crumbs. Keep playing with me. I told you in the text, I will destroy you. I told you in the text. Because let me tell you something. I don't be knowing nothing about you weirdos. I really don't. But the way that you talk, the way that you act, the way that you get mad, the way you get emotional, and the way that you attack shows me something isn't right. Something isn't right. And when I look, I find. You know what I mean? When I look, I find. But it's always like that. It's always like that. When you attack me, something tells me something isn't right. Something tells me it isn't right. I don't go out looking for this stuff. the ancestors, the people that love our people, the people that's connected to the ancestors, connected to the fire of this truth. And we're going to shut y'all down. That's right. That's right. I don't look for nothing if you don't attack me. The best bet is just to leave me alone. Because if you attack me, that means you're trying to cover up something. Because I haven't lied on anybody. I haven't lied on anybody. Hold up. Let's get it. Now. That's right. Now. That's right. So let me share this real quick. I haven't lied on anybody. Let me share this real quick. Show you this. This is how goofy this person is.
This group and this person knows a European. Get off the gas. You got a United States flag flying in your office. A United States flag flying in your office, right next to your Moorish flag.
This is how uneducated this fool is. You know what I'm saying? While he's talking about I got a flag flying in my office, this fool on his little trademark proposal, you flying the flag too. And anybody who's a citizen of this country, whether they know it or not, they are under the flag. Country, region, jurisdiction, U.S. territory of citizenship, United States. You stupid, uneducated fool. Rakim Balagoon, one of the founding members of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, ultimately get caught up in the black identity extremists. And not until Babu began to attack, I began to look into the possibility of a connection. And the connection is, first of all, Huey P. Newton Gun Club came on the radar from an open and carry march. Rakim Balagoon, who is locked up right now, ultimately left Huey P. Newton Gun Club, was stalked by the FBI. Press 7 if you're with me. It's about to get good. Out of all the rhetoric that we hear people say over the years, why did Rakim Balagoon get stalked? Why? We're going to talk about that in a minute. Why was he stalked? Out of everybody, all these people talk this stuff. Why was he stalked? Because of a Facebook post? Well, I think that's what they want you to believe. But after today, I don't believe that. After today, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense that this brother would be stalked by the FBI because of a Facebook post. Let me read this to you. It says, investigator began monitoring Balagoon, whose legal name is Christopher Daniels, after he participated in the Austin, Texas March rally, March 2015, protesting against law enforcement. Special Agent Aaron County testified in court. Do you know who he was with? Do you know who he was with when he was marching? Do you know that they march screaming, bang, bang, pig, the only pig is a good pig? But why do they go for Balagoon? Why do they go for Balagoon? It's very simple. Balagoon is a real one. What I mean by he's a real one, that he espoused true revolutionary principles and self-defense. Do he want to hurt anybody? Absolutely not. Will he defend himself and his family from being hurt? Of course he would. And any human being in their right mind would. But he has the ability to inspire other people, not to mention his main man, who I'm not going to mention his name, wanted to take a political approach with Huey P. Newton Gun Club. He wanted to take a political approach as opposed to the rhetoric approach. Because all power that's given to the people is given by the people from a political perspective, not rhetoric and threats. So the brothers of Guerrilla Mainframe intentions was to go on a political fight as well as bear arms. But some people, according to what I researched, and if I'm wrong, correct me, some people didn't want to take the political approach. They didn't want to take the political approach. Why? I've said this before on my show. There's only two ways that liberation comes to any people who have ever been oppressed. It's political and by blood. You hear what I say? It's through the door of politics, which takes money. Everything takes money, or by blood. That's it. Search history and you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. So for one who wants to take the political approach, you see what happens, right? You see what's happening. Shout out to Yasmin. We ain't finished cooking yet, though. We ain't finished. We ain't finished cooking yet. We ain't finished cooking yet. It says, the FBI, Canley said, learned of the protest from a video on InfoWars, a far-right run by the commentator Alex Jones, known for spreading false news and conspiracy theories. The agent also mentioned Balagoon's Facebook post, calling a murder suspect in a police officer's death a hero. The only thing that Balagoon said was somebody was a hero because he killed the police. But look, in that same regard, Malik have said, kill every goddamn Zionist in Israel, goddamn little babies, goddamn old ladies, blow up the Zionist supermarkets. And he's never seen a handcuff. And he's never seen a handcuff. Again, our brother Rakim Balagoon, he's locked up right now. That's the brother I say y'all support. I'm going to put up his Cash App in a minute. He's locked up right now. He got babies at home. They jailed him for politically incorrect Facebook posts. Huh? Y'all still think it's a game? Y'all still think it's a game? Y'all really do think that this guy has something for liberation? Y'all really think so? Well, let me tell you something. You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. Who's the agent today? Let's see what they say.
Today, you are an enemy to the black nation. You are an enemy. Fucking pig. Agent. Yeah, now I'm calling you an agent. For the first time. For the first time, I'm calling you an agent. I expect to be on your show tonight.
All right. Hold up. Hold up. Watch this.
I deem the extremists consist of is a FBI memo, which was an assessment which was created to identify with, black people who may, in their words, perceive injustice or racism, anything of that nature, and may
That's Dr. Balagoon. But I ask you, out of all the rhetoric we hear, why him, founder of Huey P. Newton Gun Club, co-founder, why is he targeted? Out of all the rhetoric we hear, why is he targeted? Listen to this.
Home invasion, because they can easily be shot. So they stayed outside and yelled commands inside the house. And so first thing,
this was
first
4:30 in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, this is around 5:15.
Wow.
And at this moment, while they're currently doing it, while this is happening, they have the whole apartment complex. And I was staying in the north side suburbs of Dallas. They had
Watch this.
The whole apartment complex.
Do this sound familiar? Remember, Ozone was at an apartment complex. Watch this.
Shut down. They wouldn't let nobody leave or come in, out their doors. They had a whole bunch of military Humvees along.
Why would they have military Humvees and all of that for a Facebook post? Oh, they was watching them. I wonder what people told them about him. I wonder if people told him how he expressed himself. I wonder if somebody was telling somebody, well, you have to be careful because this guy ABC. I wonder if somebody was throwing information because they came with Humvees, they came with tanks, they came with, and this brother was in an apartment with his child. What made them come so aggressively? Because if they was watching them, they've been watching them all day before they plan to come and holler at them. I would imagine. I don't know how that worked, but I would imagine so. So who is passing on the intel about the potential of a brother like Rakim Balagoon? Or the, should I say, the, what would you call it? The perceived potential. Who giving the information? Well, we already know. We already know. We read right here that he says, let it fall on me. I'm the one to deal with it. And the uncle in the FBI doesn't qualify anyone from being in the movement. So you got a brother who's a police, an uncle who's the FBI, and he said it doesn't disqualify him. Who's the snitch? Who's the snitch? Let it fall on me. I'm the one to deal with it. And the uncle in the FBI doesn't disqualify anyone from being in the movement. So he's a police and his uncle the FBI, and he's not disqualified. And now they run down on Brother Balagoon for a Facebook post after a march. Although this text is probably way after that, but this shows the potential affiliations. This shows the potential affiliations that you don't know about. Now watch this.
The federal government has not released that information from Freedom of Information Act. And I'm currently suing to gather that data. But it's just from my assumption and just from dealing with this whole case altogether, what I assume is that I think they embarked on surveillancing me from a situation that happened when I was with an organization which I'm no longer a part of called the UP New and Gun Club. With an organization with a situation that happened when I was with an organization which I'm no longer a part of called the UP New and Gun Club. A situation that happened when I was with an organization which I'm no longer a part of called the UP New and Gun Club. Part of called the UP New and Gun Club, which I'm no longer a part of called the UP New and Gun Club. And that organization, I actually was a co-founder. And we had a group of armed white militia militant men wanting to come into a predominantly black community in Dallas called South Dallas and do a protest, open carry protest on Mosque number 48 in South Dallas. And so, once we were aware of that, and we found out, we reached out to that group and we let that group know that, hey, you guys are not wanted in this community support.
Do I gotta say more? I saved some for tomorrow. We like 2 hours and 20 minutes in. I'm gonna save some more for tomorrow, fam. We can go on for like a mile a minute. You know what I mean? We can go on and on. How many more receipts you need? Cryptonomics. Did he say bring receipts? Didn't he say bring receipts? Did he say bring receipts? Again, family, this is only my theory. This is only my theory. I want you to connect the dots. This is all alleged. You know what I mean? This is all allegedly. All right? I need you to connect the dots. If it looked like a duck, sound like a duck, and walk like a duck, it's a duck. It's a duck. Let me share something with you also. Let me share something to each and every one of you. A person that wear glasses a lot. They don't want you to look into their eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. This video will make him take his glasses off now. And make sure you look at his soul. This is what I've told you earlier. This is Malik's buffer. He chooses to jump in front of the debris for Malik. Because I had nothing against him, but he now is the object of my research. Him and Malik. So I want y'all to all be careful. If you are part of militia and you don't like me, that's fine. But do your research. Do your research. And if somebody have already reached out to me, I'm going to remove one of the pictures with a few brothers in it that shouldn't be in it, because this is not about them. And if you are in a picture that I have put out, if you are in one of the pictures, hold up. If you are in one of the pictures on any of my presentation and you are part of a formation, a gun club or anything, all you got to do is message me. I'll do my best to take it out. Sometimes these videos long. It might take me a few days because how busy I am, but I will take it out because this is not against you, not against the true liberation freedom fighters who really came to fight for our people. This is not about you. This is about these people that's dealing in the back room. This is about them people who got the gates so people can come in to infiltrate. This is for them. You follow me? So with that being said, family, shout out to Keish, shout out to Michael Connor, shout out to each and every one of you. The point that I'm making is that these people are not trustworthy. They're not to be trusted, and somebody need to question them. And if it ain't me, it got to be you. You have family involved. This is a beautiful earth out here that you can enjoy. There's nowhere in the world that you should be running up and down the road with a fraud, banging on doors looking for old ladies, when they didn't even bang on the doors looking for somebody who has a can of blood that's supposed to be for their beloved teacher and friend. You don't need to be spending your money chasing these dreams of grandeur and military soldiering for this fake illusion liberation. If you want real liberation, start locally in your community. Organize people that you grew up with. Organize people that you know. Organize people where you done broke bread with. Organize people that you done fought with, that you done cried with, that you done hugged. Organize with that. Don't organize with these people over the internet that you don't know, that you never met. They don't live where you live. They don't suffer like you suffer. Malik live in Silver Spring, in a house on a hill, in a back road community. He don't suffer in Southeast. He don't suffer in Northeast Baltimore. He don't suffer. He knows nothing about this fight. He's a promoter. He's simply a promoter. He don't know what it's like to walk to a grocery store. He never walked to a grocery store and carried bags 600 blocks to his house. He don't know what that is. He never walked to a grocery store where everything on the shelves is basically poison. He don't know what that is. Ramen noodles, sugars, candy, cupcakes and chips and rotten vegetables. You don't know what that's like. You know what that's like. And I ask each and every one of you, support the real. There's some real ones out there, but just vet them first. I'm going on world tour. I'm going on a world tour. Oh yeah. He also mentioned something about make me show receipts about the van and all that. I'm going to say this. You'll see when I pull up. And let me say this and let me say this. The good thing about me, that everybody who has contributed a dime, you know what I mean? Everybody who has contributed a dime to Moorish World TV have supported anything that I've set out to do. There's a few people in the chat that have seen where the money went. Is Brother Charles in the building? Brother Charles? Brother Charles, are you still in the building? He actually was riding to Baltimore, came to Unity Hall, came to the temple. He actually seen where the money went. You see what I'm saying? Like, we got a real building here. We got a corner house here. Where is there going to be? We haven't finished the store yet. We almost finished. Where people passing through, they can sleep upstairs. They can sleep. They can sleep while they passing through Baltimore for free. That's right. That's right. I got real receipts. I can show you dime for dime. Somebody said, where's ozone money at? There go Charles. Brother Charles in there. Brother Charles see what I'm working on. Anybody that ever donated, I can show you. But ask them where their dues go. Where their dues go. Where it go? Where it go? So I ain't got to show you nothing because people like ODB, Brother Charles, and a few other people that came through, and especially people in Baltimore, they know what I do. They know what I do. You follow me? That's right. Love you, GS, and thank you for all that you do. You know what I mean? That's right. That's right. You know what I mean? They know what I do. They seen it. Bro Charles, he pulled up and seen it. Got some pictures too. I ain't even display the pictures. That all the people that come by Unity Hall. When I said I was going to do something, I do it. I mean, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Period, point blank. It be bumps along the road. I mean, it ain't like people have taken advantage of me before. But I ain't going to take advantage of nobody. I ain't going to take advantage of nobody. Bet that. Bet that. But now, let them produce something that they got that's tangible since 2014. Babu. I mean, huh? Since 2014. Babu. He said, you know, GS had to get that new Cadillac. Babu. Since 2014. And people still joining that? Come on now. We got to do better. We got to do better, man. We got to do better. Family, I'm back tomorrow, kicking down the door, waving the 4-4, family. I'm back tomorrow. You hear me? There. I'm back tomorrow.
Because from that point, we start hitting the posse in these cities together. Then that was going fine until the OJ thing came. When the OJ thing came, I went to LA, OJ came to see me. We talked this thing about going around the country. He's going to do lectures for free, and we're going to raise money and do things for people who are less fortunate than him, etc. Next thing I know, Malik goes there, gives them $10,000, flies them to D.C., and there he is at $10 a head with 2,000 people in the room. He ain't been in no city since then either.
Steve Coakley said they first fell apart when he had O.J. Simpson had agreed to go around to the cities and talk to the people for free. Malik took the contact with O.J., brought him to Howard University, paid him $10,000, and filled up the auditorium for $10 a head for money. He's a promoter. And he even stepped on the great Steve Coakley. And that's was one of the catalysts of Steve Coakley most likely researching him. Now, let me give you a bonus shot. From following Malik, the last person that Ozone joined was, guess who did Ozone joined? He's facing the death penalty now. His case is coming up. His case is coming up. March 2023. But he joined the new Black Panther Party. Did y'all hear what I said? Y'all don't think he was stalked? Y'all don't think he was stalked? Who knows what happened? But I do know he joined the Black Panther Party. I know they got the Black Panther patch and evidence. They showed it on the news. Also, this is just a bonus. It's just a bonus. This is Mayor Marion Barry. He was stalked by the police in the 1990s for smoking crack. He was one of the most feared mayors in D.C. And the reason why he was so feared, because he was actually putting money in some of the impoverished areas, or even the areas where that crack came from. The FBI sent somebody with some crack and got him on film. Right? But you know what's crazy about that? That right after that, Malik begins to stalk him as like a surveillance after he got back in the game. In his September 15, 1994 column, Colm outed Shabazz, looming behind the former mayor as he declared his victory was a tall Howard University law student, Malik Zulu Shabazz, Cohen wrote. He is the head of the minuscule campus organization, which twice a year mounted campus hate rallies. Running for political cover, Barry within days publicly slammed the law student in a largely white Ward 3. He says, there is a young man hanging on to my camp, Malik Shabazz. I've been trying to get out of his way, trying to get out of the way for a long time, Barry said. Barry was on the comeback and Malik was stalking him like an agent. Remember the informant thing I said? They're only bringing information. They're spies, like Steve Coakley said. They're spies, and he was continuing to spy on, I suspect, allegedly, on man Barry to try to catch him up a second time. But man Barry wasn't going for it. You got him once, he wasn't going to get him twice. Y'all better be careful. Part 2 tomorrow. Part 2 tomorrow. They better move on and talk about something else, because they just giving me content. You know what I mean? Thank you for everybody who hit the cash sign. Thank you for everybody who hit the cash app if I didn't see it yet. Family, we back tomorrow. We back tomorrow. I know we going to get heated up. We going to get heated up. You know what I mean? We going to get heated up. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for sticking with me. Go back and do your own research. Research what I've said. Take some screenshots. Go dig it up. Go look at it. Go read it for yourself. I'm only giving you snapshots. And I don't want nobody to accuse me of just remixing with snapshots. But everything that I put up, you can go look up yourself. We got Google today. If you go put up the young man is hanging on to my camp, the whole article will come up. There is no excuse today. Don't let nobody play you. Peace and love.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Hawker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Saying here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight 9:30. Let's go. I beat